Hi, Drew Adams, back at the ranch here. What have you been up to lately? A little bit of time off the Pro Motocross and everything. Back at the ranch, so what have you been up to?
Yeah, after Washougal, I told myself I was going to play as much golf as I could during this three-week break, and yeah, it's been fun, Got a little bit of SMX testing in this week, and that was fun, and I would say the week or maybe the week before Millville, I decided I was like, I'm going to go to Loretta's this year just to check it out, and I just want to go back. I love this place so much, and yeah, had a great time. Finally got to float down the river today. It's been like the first time in I think 7 years that I've actually been in the water, and so that was a lot of fun, and yeah, just enjoying the things that I can't really do when I'm racing here. So having a lot of fun, and just happy to watch some racing instead of racing.
Yeah, so you're pretty locked in, obviously, throughout your career here. So when you come back here, what's the emotions like? What do you think of? Do you have a specific memory on and off the track? And you also, does it feel like it's been a year since you last raced here? I feel like it went by so quick.
Yeah, the timeline definitely went by fast. I'm getting memories in my camera roll, just from last year. I'm like, dang, that was a year ago. It's crazy. And but I feel like Loretta, kids grow up here. They literally have from age 4 to 17 or 18. They come here every year, and so it's a big part in a lot of dirt bike kids' hearts. And I definitely have a lot of good memories here. And when I come here, it just feels so natural. It's just, this is the dirt bike event of all dirt bike events, in my opinion. And yeah, it's probably one of my favorite races.
Do you have any wild, what's your best off-track memory? One that comes to mind, or just a crazy story, anything like that?
I didn't do too much crazy stuff when I was here. Just off-track memory is probably, and the last time I got in the creek here, I got deadly sick. I came here a week early, like a lot of families do, and I just got in the creek a bunch, and I got deadly sick for the whole race week. So I guess that's not a nice memory, but it's something I remember.
Obviously, we mentioned the Horizon Award last year, your titles. Being from Tennessee, that was a huge week for you. Like you said, I guess you're pretty proud of that and everything. Just coming back here, do you feel like a celebrity a little bit? What's it like, kind of now removed from the racing here?
I wouldn't. A celebrity's pushing it, a lot. A lot of people know me here just because it is my home state, and I would just say I feel a bit respected, in my opinion. That's kind of what it feels like. Everybody's being kind and just supporting me and stuff, and that's what I love about this place. It's in my hometown state, and it's just my crowd.
So I know you got here, I think today, right? You said you were testing a little bit, had Racer TV on a little bit. Who's been you've been keeping an eye on anybody specific, and kind of who's been shocking you in some of those bigger classes?
I would say Enzo's definitely riding really good this week. He's putting the pieces together, kind of like me a little bit last year. It's good to watch. It's good to watch the green bikes up front, and my training buddy Tace Morgan won both of his titles today. That was fun to watch, and he puts a lot of hard work in at the compound with us, and he's obviously a little kid, so we try to push him as hard as we can. But yeah, just kind of keeping an eye out on the bigger classes like Pro Sport and the B classes. I always love watching those, and yeah, just watching all around.
And then a little bit on your pro career now. So your first full season, and you got banged up a little bit in Supercross, missed some time. And I think you had a hand injury at, High Point, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of been up and down. You got a top 5 in the moto, you got a top 10 overall now.
Yeah.
Well, how would you rate your season so far? Obviously, like I said, ups and downs, but how would you rate it so far?
It's had ups and downs. I wouldn't say it's bad. I can't complain because a lot of people have had a lot more worse opening seasons, and I'm just grateful to still be racing for the team right now, and just going out there and putting up results for the team. That's what everyone wants to do. And yeah, at High Point I had a finger injury, and it doesn't sound that bad, but it really messed up with my grip a lot, and it was my clutch finger, and so that was just it kind of set me back a little bit. I just couldn't ride as good with it. I don't know why, but now it's back to 100%, and I'm back to feeling really good. And in Supercross, that injury was pretty bad and was unfortunate. I was not happy with myself, but then I came back and I had 2 good finishes. I got top 10 in the East-West Showdown, and so I was happy with that. But yeah, I just want to keep getting better every week and every day and every month. Just keep on putting in the work and get ready for next year.
Yeah, obviously, like pretty, I want to say learning year because it is, but you really ramp it up for next year. I guess what's been the biggest thing you've learned this year, like whether it's you, the bike, just the program? I know you did SMX Next and everything, but I guess what's been your biggest takeaway from your season so far?
I would just say, getting used to losing. I think that's what a lot of people like. It sounds cocky me saying that, and like I don't mean to be that way, but like a rookie that's coming up from the amateurs is like he's most likely winning everything, and like I think a lot of kids get into the pros and they just don't win right away, and then they don't handle it well, So that's what I've just been trying to work on is swallow my ego a little bit and just get used to losing.
And how do you deal with that? Do you have like a mental coach? You just kind of like set goals and kind of like, I guess, what's the process of like kind of learning, like you said, kind of lose? Like you were 5 for 6 here last year, right?
Yeah,
so it's like, and then you went to Ironman and stuff. It's like, how do you deal with that? What's that process kind of like?
It's you just got to set goals for yourself, Everyone calls it expectations, but it's goals in your mind, and like the expectations can be high from other people around you, but you just kind of need to block that out when you're really trying to do your thing and just try to meet your goals and meet your own expectations, not everybody else's.
And then I guess expectations heading into the final 3 rounds. Any big like changes? I know you said the hands kind of healed up and everything. Any big changes to your program, your bike, technique, anything like that? I guess now you had a little bit of time off, kind of reset.
Yeah, the biggest thing is just my hands. My fingers healed up now, and I can finally get back to the way that I used to ride. So that's good. And overall happy though. Like happy with my bike at the races, and obviously the fitness was coming back because I took 3 weeks off the bike, and you can lose your fitness in a very short amount of time. So that's still like building back up, but I would say it's really good right now. And just kind of doing the same, and just try to keep getting better.
And obviously, Kawasaki, long career there. And you mentioned kind of people grow up here at the ranch. We've seen you like literally grow up. You were pretty small and you got into 250F. I guess how have you has your riding style had to change because you've gotten so much bigger? Like in Ironman a couple years ago, the combine, dude, you were such a tiny dude. Like you won your regional. Like I think you had a flat tire that day. Like you were ripping from a young age, but like small guy. Now that you're bigger, have you had to change your riding style and your technique because you physically are so much bigger on the bike? Like, are you over the back more versus over the front? Like, how do you adjust to getting physically bigger on a bike?
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. Like, I didn't want to be this big, obviously. I'd probably say I'm one of the biggest guys on the track, but the riding style changes a little bit, and everyone grows up. That's all I gotta say. But over the years at the ranch, like, you just try to keep getting better every year, and no matter how big you are, what class you're in, you just want to go up and put up the best results as you can. And I'm not too worried about my size. I know it's a big advantage in a lot of parts of racing, so should be good.
Yeah, and then I know a lot of kids probably see you here. They kind of look up to you, and I know you have fans across the country. I guess what advice would you give to kids here, kids that are starting in racing, or wherever they're at in their career? What advice would you give to those kids, having gone through it and kind of made it through the pro ranks?
I would just say have a bit more fun with it. Like that. Every kid goes through a time to where they just don't want to race a dirt bike. I know that it sounds bad, but like some kids just get in their heads too much, and that's some things that I wish I would have done more over the years here. Like everyone's had bad years at Loretta's, and you just get in your head too much, and I think you just need to have a bit more fun with it, like out on the track, and go hang out with your buddies and stuff.